What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Market Watch Monday, where we cover the English side of the Pokemon market. And I just got home from work and I was joking with one of my coworkers right before I took off. As we were walking out from work, I get to go home and do a Market Watch Monday for my Pokemon channel, and he's also into Pokemon. Then he's like, what is there to talk about? The Pokemon market is just expensive. And now that I'm home and I am overlooking all of these crazy products, it's true. I'm here to just tell you guys once again that the market is continuously pumping up to astronomical numbers, numbers that I didn't think we'd get at for quite some time, but here we are. I guess let's get into the picks. Let's hear some thoughts from your boy. So we're gonna start off with the new set. It's not even out yet, but it's already looking like a new set. It's just the journey to get their booster box. We know that comes with the box topper, guys. $216. Wow, we've seen 11% down. I mean, this shouldn't even be close to $200, but here we are. I'm guessing with the news, it pumped a little bit, knowing that the promo card is going to be in the booster box, which is cool. Again, repeating myself over and over again if you're watching Market Watch Monday. So let's get into the next product. Stay far away from pre-orders. Stay far away. Next, we have Surging Sparks. Again, it's not stopping, guys. It's just not stopping. 262. I think we covered last week. I think it was like at 240. It's still going up. Do not be surprised if this is a $300 booster box by next month. It's just... I had a lot of conversation with you guys from my last video. I'm gonna link that one right around here. Talking about the correlation of stocks and crypto doing well. That a lot of people are looking at putting their money into more riskier assets, that being collectibles possibly. I don't really buy it. I'm not really on that side of the fence just because I'm in stocks and I'm majority in crypto. But I'm in a lot of communities and I don't see, and I try to ask who's in Pokemon. There's not a lot of people that are going to be diving deeper into the risk assets and buying Pokemon cards, but I can be completely wrong. If that's you guys, that's cool. Happy to hear that. Happy to hear that my two worlds are colliding. But let's get on to the next pick. Now this one, Paradox Rift. This one seems like it's like the hot topic of the month. If I had to pick one booster box, definitely be Paradox Rift. This one just came out of absolute nowhere. It was so affordable for so long, and then now it's $175. Maybe I need to do an update on Paradox Rift. I don't really see the draw here. I don't see the draw to the Paradox Pokemon. Here's my 2 cents. I do think that it's going to do, I mean, it's going to be a good like bookmark to the era. Let me explain. It's got the Iron Valiant. It's got the Roaring Moon, which are two very popular Pokemon in the Gardevoir and the Salamence. I do understand that it's different, but it's the same. So if people are speculating what I'm saying, I can see why it's increasing in price and why it's doing what it's doing. That's my only thesis to why this is pumping. Maybe people are thinking the same, but let me know in the comment section down below. Am I onto something? Am I not? Or is this just pumping because? Maybe it is, because with our next pick at Stellar Crown, I mean, this thing is a hot, steaming pile of you know what. As a booster box, I mean, I get it. A lot of people are gonna be like, but it has the starters, it has the Charmander, and it has, or the Bulbasaur, and it has the Squirtle. I'm like, it doesn't define the set though. You know, we look at Stellar Crown, we look at the Trapagos on the outside, we see a Cinderace, and we're like, but you're trying to tell me the selling points are the 2 Gen 1 starters that are sub $100? I don't know. I don't really know if I buy it. This is one of those products where I like I said, everything's going to go up. You can buy literally anything in the past like 3 months and you're going to see now it's almost a double in value. Again, I am so checked out from the English market. I am going to cover some Reddit topics of people saying the same thing. People are just being completely priced out. If you guys aren't in Reddit, I know Reddit gets a bad rep, but it is such a good like temperature gauge for the market of how people really feel. And there's so much good value on Reddit that I get inspired to make videos and talk to people And it really seems like there's more collectors on the ground there than on like YouTube or Twitter. And then you know, it's there if you want it. If you want a $80 Prismatic Evolutions binder collection, like if I have to tell my audience to not buy this, if you're still gonna go out and purchase a Prismatic Evolutions binder with 5 booster packs for $80, because and then I'm gonna get the investors and be like, but it can 2x, it can, yeah, maybe in like 5 years, this thing's not going to $160 and anytime soon. You guys have to think, if you're here for the investment tips, how much more room does this set have to run? It's not even the set. How much room to run does this binder collection have for Prismatic? Do people really want to pay $80 for a binder and 5 packs? Like, it doesn't even look that cool. It's not even a cool like thing that I could, you know, display back there. It's just the price of the market. But if you somehow, some way, got your hands on some Prismatic binders, it's probably smart to sell. Just get rid of some of the stuff. Some of the stuff is so hot, especially if you got this stuff at MSRP. What is this, like 20 bucks MSRP? 15 bucks? MSRP, you made 4x? Like, come on, guys. Do not be greedy. And when we talk about greedy, this is like the ultimate greed card. And I thought this thing was a major pass. It's a cool card. It's a staple card, but I don't think it's at $350, guys. Like, I thought this thing was expensive and overinflated at the $150 mark. Once it started climbing, I'm like, oh no, here we go. What is going to happen with this gray felt hat Pikachu? Yeah, I love watching those card show POV sellers and buyers, and to see how many people had like 20 copies of these Van Gogh Pikachus, just slinging them left and right, you know, for, you know, 80 bucks, 100 bucks. And then now, I mean, you're sitting on pretty much a gold mine at most recent sale, 350, market price 222. This card is going to come down. I'm almost certain. This market, it can't keep up. We just can't do this over day, week over week of these giant like 70%, 50%, 20% even gains every single week, and things have to correct. They are going to 100% correct. If you're not in these like traditional investment vehicles and you're just seeing all these green pumps and you're like, wow, this is just how Pokemon is. This Pokemon, you know, you just buy something and then it just goes up, you know, straight to the moon. That's not how this works. We are going to see a correction. I'm going to say correction very soon. It has to come. We can't have this stuff just go up in value. That's just not how. No, I don't want to say investments, but just even collections, whatever you want to call it. We just can't have this much growth this fast. It's just not good for a market. It really isn't. I had to throw this one on today's list as well. I got this for like $5. It's a lightly played version, not the best version, but $50, damn near. What are we doing? This was a $5 card like yesterday. It wasn't yesterday, but for quite some time. Let's see, 6 months. I mean, I bought it over a year ago. So yeah, March 17th. Okay, well, I was right around here about 1 year ago. And from that year, 234%. It is moving. Beautiful card. I do love the OG Legendary Birds. I'm not hating on it, but I just can't see these cards being at these prices, guys. Like, this card is going to correct. It will go all the way back down, probably a $20, $30 card, establish a new floor, and then that's what we're working with. Like, these cards are going to correct. It's really hard for me to tell you guys week over week to just hold off on buying. It's tough, I know. A lot of us have been priced out of the market. A lot of us are just sitting back, waiting weeks over weeks to see if were able to scoop up anything near MSRP, and it sucks that that's now the standard. I mean, I reported even yesterday that GameStop is now selling $5 over MSRP at release. Like, even big box retailers are doing this not good stuff, and it's affecting the market overall. I knew it trickled down to singles eventually, and this is a Sword and Shield single, so we're getting it even affected in the Sword and Shield. Oh no, it's a tag team. This is prior. It's still affecting. Like, I need to do a little not vintage. This is modern still. It's not ultra modern. It's definitely not vintage, but I have to do maybe a vintage update. See if the vintage market is being affected. Just very, very strange. Very, very weird. I don't know what to think about it. And then I threw this one on today's list. This is like besides the Dragonite that I always tell you guys about from Evolving Skies, how I constantly waited for that Dragonite to break the $70 mark when it was close, flirting with 80. I was like, I can't. I know that the Dragonite's gonna come down just a little bit more, just being cheap, and then boom, shot once. For some reason, everyone started buying up all the V cards, the lower V cards. I call them like the mid-tier V cards from the Sword and Shield era in general. That Dragonite just took off, literally. And then same thing with this card. I remember looking at the Umbreon for quite some time. Let's see, 1 year ago, I was probably looking at probably like June. It was like $70-ish, maybe $80-ish, and I was like, it's still expensive. $80. I understand it's really, really hard to pull. Evolving Skies, Evolving Cries, Evolving whatever you want to call it, was such a tough set to open. Such a hard. I mean, every time you're stoked that you found some Evolving Skies, and then you open it and then you're just as bummed. You know, it's like a real swing of emotions when you're opening Evolving Skies. But hey, if you pull one of those cards, I mean, you're looking at big money. And now, if you have some Evolving Skies, I got some Evolving Skies back there, and I'm not even touching it. It's just not worth it. You might as well just light a $20 bill on fire. I think a Evolving Skies booster box or booster pack is like almost as close to $20. It has to be. So moderately played version of this card. Market price $126. Obviously that's not right. Most recent sale $340, guys. $340. I mean, we know what's happening with the Prismatic Umbreon, and that's just a trickle-down effect. The more Umbreon cards we get, it trickles down, pumps things up. You know, a rising tide raises all ships type situation where we have this card. When cards like this are just on the fence, and you think, you're like, hey, you know what? It's probably a good time to scoop it up right now. Is $5, $10, $15 really gonna kill me right now? No, I need to just pick this up. If that's you, like, don't make the same mistake like I did. Just pick the card up, because you never know what can shoot up to a $400 card. Do I think that this card is worth $400? Absolutely not. We are just at the point of the market where it's just insanity. A lot of these cards on today's list should be at least half off, at maybe 35% off, something around there. I would love to know from you guys, are you guys participating in these insane prices, or are you so turned off from the market that your hands are tied? That's kind of where I'm at right now with the English market. I check my targets from time to time. I mean, at this point, I would love to just find a booster pack at MSRP. I probably have like 10 targets in the Northern California region that I'm at, and they're just gone. There's not even sports cards right now in the card section, and Walmart's completely, cleared out. The tins are gone. Everything is gone. I just don't know when this is going to get better. And as much as Pokemon came out and gave us the news and the safety blanket that they're going to continue to print and print more, even, I thought that they weren't bluffing, but it kind of seems like we aren't getting any product anytime soon. I'm on Reddit constantly. I'm on Reddit every single day. I'm on Discords. I'm just waiting to hear news from people that have distributions, and I don't know when it's gonna get better. It sucks to inform you guys week over week that we can't participate in the hobby that we know and we love. So that's going to be it for today's video. Sorry, it kind of sounds sad and kind of bitter, but I'd love to again hear from you guys. What are we doing in this markets? Are we buying? Are we selling? Are we trading? Definitely, if you somehow got some of these cards that performed really well, think about selling. It's a great time to kind of get caught up on bills, kind of get some extra cash in your pocket to maybe invest or get some Pokemon cards that aren't going to be reprinted anytime soon. Again, I'd love to hear from you guys. Until tomorrow, I'll catch you guys with the Japanese Pokemon Market Watch. Peace out.